everything, everything. I am the prince, remember me.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Cowboys under the light.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones looking to throw right away. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Throwing Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. That's good. They go play action. Winston. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the two best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, McCaffrey, and he will take it in for a Cowboys score.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete bag. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Elijah Moore, 35 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall, and he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do, like you said. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st and 10, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Gold is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Winston. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and 7, Winston. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Well, now how about this return? Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete to Chase. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Winston. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Winston. He gets it left side of Johnson. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Winston.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. J.J. Arcega right side from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Jones now off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Foster Moreau, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. James Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Hall to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hall want to give up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Throwing, Jones. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones forced out, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mac Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
This game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys ran out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Winston readies the offense. Down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore.
Let's go.
And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Winston. He's got Hamlin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in normal, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, and he's into the end zone. Unbelievable! A defensive collapse on the final play, and Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1, is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now receiver in motion left. One last shot now for Winston. That's caught at the 2. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. When you score on the final play, thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Trust they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yeah.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out there with a win.
So for Dallas, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the